A common feature of most modern games is letting the player know what their current objective is. There are many ways to implement this feature into your own Papermaker games, but for the sake of brevity we will only cover the 3 easiest. The first method uses the showText command to display our objective. Open the Keyboard Manager and add a new game control and give it a name. I'll be labeling mine as Journal. Assign it a shortcut key and press OK. Open the Variables Manager and create a new variable. I'll be labeling mine as Journal Variable. Now open the Systems Manager, go to the Models tab and select the hero. Add a key press event to the hero and assign our new game control as its ID. Inside the event, add a condition that checks if our variable is equal to 0. Now add a showText command giving instructions as to what the player should do next. Copy our condition and paste it underneath. Change our condition to check if the variable is now equal to 1, and edit the instructions for the player. Repeat this process as many times as you need for your objectives. Make sure that each time the player completes an objective, you change the variable so that the next objective triggers. If you don't want the player to accidentally force the objectives to revert, use conditions that make it so the variable change only happens if the variable is of a lower number. That way the variable can only ever increase, never decrease. The next method is a bit more involved, but more aesthetically pleasing. Open the Systems Manager and select the hero. Add a new property to the hero, label it Objective, set its initial value to switch and make sure it's turned off. Keep the conditions we made before, but delete all the commands we made inside them. Now add another condition command, checking if our objective property is switched to off. Be sure to check the Add Else when conditions do not apply option. Inside the top half, add the Display a Picture command, set its index to 0 or above, center its origin and select the picture you want displayed. Now add a Modify Property command that switches our objective property from off to on. In the Else section, add a Remove a Picture command and set it to the index we assigned to our Display Picture command. Add a Modify Property underneath and switch our objective property back to off. Copy the inside of our condition and paste it into the inside of the other conditions. You can leave most of the pasted condition the same, editing only the Display a Picture commands. Select the appropriate image to be displayed in the other conditions. Now when we display our objective, an image appears giving the player directions to the next objective. We can also make the object disappear by pressing our custom game control again. The last method builds off the previous method. Instead of a large image that blocks off most of the screen, we will now display text that updates as we complete our objective. Copy the second condition in our custom game control event. Now either create a new timed event or use an already existing one. Paste our condition at the very end and edit our objective condition, change it so it now checks if our objective is on, and uncheck the Add Else when conditions do not apply option. Now delete the Modify Property command from under our Display a Picture command. Now repeat this for all the other journal variables and make sure to update the Display a Picture commands so they display the correct images. Now we have an objective that doesn't block our view and automatically updates when we complete an objective.
Just a quick reminder, if you'd like to help this channel grow, please consider reading my first attempt at a novel on Kindle Vella. Chapters read, likes, comments, and favorites really help me out. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, or leaving a comment down below. This has been Sid from Digital Container, and I hope to see you next time.